It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We still got some Eminem from the Encore album that we have to check out that I personally have not heard. And I'm still kind of surprised because I know Toy Soldiers, like I know some of the bigger songs, but I don't think that this album was one that I bought back then. And at the time, I didn't really consider, I need to listen to all the tracks. I wasn't doing reactions. It was just driving around, smoking blunts, so it's just kind of was what it was. But there are some that I have not heard, one of them being Spend Some Time. I think I'm also going to do one that's called One Shot, Two Shot or something like that. That'll drop sometime this week as well. But let me know down below what you guys want to hear, because every week I'm going to try to do a handful of Eminem songs until we get this new album. And I'm down to check out some older stuff too. I mean, I definitely bumped his first couple of albums a lot, but it's been years and years and years. So if you guys want me to check it out, maybe it'll be interesting to listen to it all these years later. Now that I'm much older, I've experienced more life. I might have some different discussion pieces based around some of the things that were being said. So I don't know. You guys let me know down below what it is that you want to see. We'll dive in. But for now, let's get into this. Let's see what this one's all about.
If there's any bitches in this room, and there's something I gotta say for all the fools who fell for the first girl who comes their way. I've been down that road and now I'm back.
I don't know how I ain't heard this song, but this shit's speaking to me. Comment down below if you can relate, except for anybody that fell for the first girl that came their way. I feel like I've done that multiple times in my life. Multiple times in my life. Yo, that's actually wild.
Say for all the fools who fell for the first girl who comes their way. I've been down that road and now I'm back, sitting on square one, trying to pick myself up where I started from.
I never would have thought that I see you out of control, even though my penis was deep down in your hole. You should know between us we was like mates or so. Nothing could intervene us, especially no hoes. You was more so the Shalon type I chose to more.
Okay, I like this. I like this. I mean, I wasn't ready for him to come in with the shit that he was saying though.
I never would have thought that I see you out of control, even though my penis was deep down in your hole. You should know between us we was like mates or so. Nothing could intervene us, especially no hoes. You was more so the Shalon type I chose to more shows. Haunted you nights, I suppose. That's how it go. With time spent, emotion grows. In the beginning, friends, we decided to roll. So who's responsible when you get excited, explode, and Obi's grinning? Then you invite that Obi's cold, but bitches, they gon' talk. Niggas, they gon' hate. We established this way before we became mates. So what's required is that you chill with all that fire. Get your desire when I retire.
I never thought I'd find someone to be mine. Lord knows I was right, 'cause you just crossed the line. I used to say I never met a girl like you before. Still ain't got a fucking clue as to who you truly are. Almost went as far as introducing you to my daughters. Till you went as far as going and snooping through my drawers. Now I just feel stupid for the loop that you threw me for. Can't believe I almost flew the coop for some stupid whore. You used to say all you wanted was for me to be yours. All I ever wanted from you was a few booty calls. If you recall, I used to treat you like a groupie broad.
Yo, that's crazy. This is actually a crazy verse because I feel like this is also kind of very relatable in some of the situations I've been in, where I kind of just went in for some booty calls. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And that shit was good, so you stick around. You like, yo, let's do it again. Let's do it. And then, as they said in the first verse, though, with time comes emotion. It was either the first verse or in the very beginning, bridging into the song. But like, the more time you spend with somebody, the more emotion is there. And there's been some relationships where like I was totally happy, just getting some cheeks. That was cool with me. That's really all I was in it for. I was enjoying life. I'm doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's just nice to have this little addition in there. But then like the topic starts to come up a little bit, and then stupidly I just ask like, is that what you're cool with, or do you want it to be more? And then the person says they want it to be more. And then like an idiot, I'm like, all right, yeah, we could probably do that. And then however many months, a year later, you find out I should have never done that. That was a bad idea.
Cool for some stupid whore. You used to say all you wanted was for me to be yours. All I ever wanted from you was a few booty calls. If you recall, I used to treat you like a groupie broad. When we fucked, I refused to even take my jewelry off. But it threw me off the first time I called and you blew me off. It was a shock, it struck me as odd, but it turned me on. You started getting moody on me, pretty soon we'd argue. And the ruder you got, the more beautiful you got to me. And who they even knew that, who would have even thought possibly Cupid could shoot another one of them goddamn darts at me. It's true that I got shot in the heart, but when someone seems too good to be true, they usually are. But see,
Facts.
when you're in it, it's too hard to see.
When someone seems too good to be true, they usually are. Everybody's going to have their flaws. And some of that too good to be true, though, isn't even so much that they're doing everything perfect. It's that you allow your mind to start to envision them in this perfect light. And you start to really ignore some of the red flags around them that are probably obvious because you start to find other things attractive about them. You guys start to vibe a little bit. Again, the more time you spend with somebody, the more that you kind of get emotionally attached. I mean, it doesn't mean that's always going to be the case, but a lot of times it is.
Another one of them goddamn darts at me. It's true that I got shot in the heart, but when someone seems too good to be true, they usually are. But see, when you're in it, it's too hard to see till you pull up and see some other dude's car parked and reach up under the seat as your heart starts to beat. Before you make a decision that's life altering, and just as you halt and you turn and you start to leave, you hear them words echoing, almost haunting, that taunting ring. I never thought I'd find someone to be mine. Lord knows I was right, 'cause you just crossed the line.
This song is like talking to me.
In most cases,
Yo, my man says, yeah, right. Spend some time with my dick.
yeah, right, man. Some time with my dick. In most cases, stats attitude is fuck a bitch. My only motive is to get head and fuck a bitch. But you was different. Thought we shared a covenant. Even held your hand in public. We suffering because of this. Shawty on some whole nother other shit. Trying to play slick, thinking I'm a trick off rip. I'll admit, I was caught in the mix, down to commit. Feeding you the best of me, I should've fed you piss. We started off closer and close, but who could've predicted the no? Your trifling ways would've stopped our growth. And the final result, back in that same boat, I asked myself, do I love these hoes? No!
Them introduced us. 50, this is Tanya. Tanya, this is 50.
Damn, this got everybody on it. Stat Quo, 50. Okay, I didn't know this. I can't believe I've never heard this.
Do I love these hoes? No!
Them introduced us. 50, this is Tanya. Tanya, this is 50. Then slid off and left for to kick it with me. I complimented her. I said you have very nice lips. With my imagination, I could see her sucking my dick. We played the phone game. A week later, shit changed fast.
Yo.
Had her coming over in a cab to give me some ass. Downtown Manhattan on the balcony, stare at the skyline. Penthouse full of imported shit. You know how I grind. She got the talking like an opportunist too. Why talk when sucking my dick is the real career move? Says she's an inspiring actress. She do videos for practice. Yeah. Now how many times I done heard that shit?
Yo, this a whole, okay, I like this track.
I never thought I'd find someone to be mine. Lord knows I was right, 'cause you just crossed the line.
Spend some time with me. Yo, that was actually a really dope track. That's crazy. I can't believe I've never heard this track. So it's an interesting track. I definitely can relate to it in some ways. And you know, I also feel like, I mean, I'm honest with myself. I feel like I'm an absolute animal. Not in a good way. Like, as far as, I'm probably going to grow old and lonely. That's just most likely going to be how it goes for me. And the reason why is that it's hard for me to just be like in a relationship long term. I was in one when I was younger for like 4 years, but it's like, And I'm sure everybody feels this way, but I guess if you feel a certain type of way about somebody, you kind of just push all that shit to the side and you just stay locked in. I would guess. I could be wrong. Some people may not feel this way, but it's like, bro, there's just so many flavors out there. And I feel like it makes me feel like I'm wrong that I want to experience a lot of those flavors. Right? Like, is that, but I'm honest with myself. It's not like I'm out here lying about it. Like, I'm honest with myself. I can't help it. It's just the thought of being like, yo, I'm going to be with one person for the rest of my life. It just seems like such a crazy thought. But at the same time, I see the benefits in it, right? Like, it's cool to have somebody that cares about you, that you genuinely can trust, that you could talk to about serious things, that you could share certain experiences with and stuff like that. And, you guys have each other, like, right? Like, it is nice to have that. And if you're not going to commit to a relationship, you're not going to have that, right? Like, you have some sex with someone, maybe you guys sleep in the same bed together a little bit, but you can't just continually do that because then technically you're building a relationship and that's not going to be cool for both of you guys to be going out and doing your own thing. And that it then tension starts to grow, all that kind of stuff, right? So it's almost like you just have to just be prepared to just be alone. I'm going to be old with a lifeline thing because ain't nobody here to call the 911 for me if something goes wrong. I don't know. Like, it's just, I mean, maybe at some point that'll change. I mean, obviously I'm getting older. It's not like I'm super, super young. I definitely felt this way when I was really young. Now I do see moments where I'm like, it's nice to have someone. It's this, that, the third. But at the same time, like, I can't help but see like, there's some flavors out there that I ain't yet tasted. And part of me is like, I'm only here once as far as I know. Right. And so it's like, how do I like let these things go and not like want to experience them? Maybe I have a problem and I need therapy. That might actually be what's happening. I might actually need some therapy. Anyways, you guys are my therapist for today. I'm just ranting. I appreciate you guys for hearing me out. Let me know what you thought about this song. What else you guys want to see? Yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, homie.